Hey guys, I didn't realize it was time to go live, and I looked at the time just now and see that I should have started the video already. Um, let's see who we have in here. Can you guys hear me first of all? Of course, Mom's in here and Donna. Let's see. Wait a second, I hear
in here. Can you guys hear me first
You
of
may
all?
be experiencing these and other.
Mute.
Of course, Mom's in here and Donna.
Let's see. Wait a second. There we go. Did that fix that? We've got Donna from A Little Southern Brothers. Miss Southern Belle. I don't know if she stayed in here. She stopped in to say hi. Lori Carp. And is that IJ? IJ. Sable. Hello. Diane McMahon is in here. I was looking at this poll that I put up. Yes, IJ Sable. Oh, Miss Southern Belle is still in here. Whoa, I'm over here. The internet's not doing. The internet, it's blurry, isn't it? Everything is going fine, I think, except the internet's kind of messed up right now. Fallen Arkansas veterans, hello, Lori Gregg at LG Homestead and everyone. Out and about with Sam I Am. Sam I Am. How come all of the above is not an option in the poll? Because I don't know how, I wouldn't understand that answer. It looks good on your end? Okay. Miss Southern Belle says it's good on her end. Well, I flip over to YouTube and it shows it. My picture is blurry. Hey, Donna Brown. Guys, Greg is in there watching TV. I got 5 votes, and it's not the government's job. Paul Honeyman is in here. Hey, Paul. And then Sam I Am, or Out and About with Sam I Am with his $20 super chat. Thank you, Sam I Am. I'm prepping because nobody will do it for me. This is true. The government sure won't, will they? And it's on my mind quite a bit. You guys know that there's a lot of things at my house that needs to be done that could take a while. And as it takes time, things become more and more expensive and harder to get. And so, yeah, I'm concerned about it for sure. Donna says she's afraid of what the government would feed her. It can't be worse than my cooking, Donna. Howdy, bud, from across the Great Pond. We do have some foods. We have like canned foods. We've got Vienna sausages for years. But yeah, I'm getting concerned. Getting concerned about it. Out and about with Sam I Am, they've been feeding us chemicals. Look at the labels. Yeah, they have. There's just so many things besides food that it takes to run a homestead that it takes to run a household, much less anything with animals or land. My brother was telling me this morning that they said on the news that later this summer that gas prices could, and I don't know if he was looking at local news or national or what, but gas prices could get up to $1 per mile by the end of the summer. And I know they've been talking for a little bit about the extreme heat they're expecting this summer, and to expect some rolling blackouts because our grid couldn't handle the pressure that we're going to put on it because of the heat. How are the cows doing? The cows are doing fine. They're gaining weight. I'm assuming that you're caught up on the videos. I had the cow die right after giving birth, or the day after, and then I got a steer to replace her, and so I still have a heifer and a steer, and then a friend has a heifer and a cow with my two, so she's not lonely now. So they're doing, the ones that we got were kind of skinny. They're gaining weight and everything like that. So it's going to be way worse than your cooking. Greg will eat anything. Roberta's Artistic Adventure. Hello. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Jovita Navarra. Howdy, howdy. Miss Southern Belle pays $50 a tank. It's about what close to what I do, I think. You can't trust anybody except yourself to protect yourself, feed yourself, and find medicine in the woods. Yeah. Some of the medicines, though, people need to live. Those that are diabetic and heart trouble and stuff. So that's a problem. Pup better. Pup is getting better. Thanks for asking. He still has the e-collar on because we want him to make sure that it completely heals, and you saw in that video, I'm assuming, because you're asking about the pup, where he won't leave it alone. So it is, look, he's done with the steroids. He still has a few more days of antibiotics and then the antibiotic cream, but it's looking a whole lot better. I'm pleased with how it's coming along. A non-cooking country girl. Well, I never. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. I mean, I have to. Like, that's part of the homesteading. There's the gardening, and so getting into animals, and even like the dirty stuff. I didn't know, and still don't know a whole lot of it. But it doesn't bother me to get in there and learn that. But gardening and cooking is something that I'll have to make myself do. Now, it's kind of hard to make myself to do any kind of cooking when I don't have a kitchen yet. I do have a stove in a box, brand new, in the garage, but the kitchen's not ready for that. I have a refrigerator in the garage that is plugged in, and we use that. And here a few weeks ago, I bought a microwave. I broke down and bought a microwave. And I don't understand what my problem is. See, I don't even like buying stuff for the kitchen. I wouldn't buy a microwave, but I did it. Little Southern Brothers. Lori, I have 2 chickens, and I need to know if they are meat chicken. They were not supposed to be, but they are huge. So you ordered chickens, and you're saying 2 of them are huge. Is that right? You ordered them, and you got 2 that are huge? Lori can make wonderful. Yeah, I can cook fried potatoes. That Spam, fried potatoes, Vienna sausage. I mean, what more could you ask for? I used to go fishing all the time, and it didn't bother me to catch the fish and clean the fish. Just don't ask me to cook or eat the fish. But I mean, that's definitely something that I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to learn to cook and to store things. Let's see, how do I say this? Well, I'm going to have to learn to have the ingredients there, be able to use ingredients that I'm able to store and keep to cook, if that made sense. I don't know if I said that right. And that's why I'm single. I've never been married. Or maybe that is why I'm single. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should have said. Maybe that's why. Because I don't cook. What's for dessert tonight? Oh my gosh, peach cobbler with homemade vanilla ice cream. Can you mail some? Oh, you got them at Tractor Supply. They shouldn't. No, they can be meat chickens too. How many did you get, Donna? How many other chickens came with it and are still alive? Slow cooker is a better investment than a microwave. It's like a crock pot, because I have 2 or 3 of those. Put stuff in it and get it out when it's done. That's just, I don't know. Rebecca's Touched by Yarn and More. Rebecca, you changed that up a little bit. Rebecca's Touched by Yarn and More. What's the more in that? Oh, it'd be like scarves and... No, that would still be yarn. What's the more in that? Susie Jacobson. Out and about with Sam I am. You're right, Paul. I use my crock pot. Okay, so crock pot. Way more than the microwave. Well, okay, so in my defense right now, I don't have counter space. I don't have counters. And so to take something from like the freezer, from the refrigerator freezer, and pop it in the microwave and put it on a paper plate is much easier than trying to take something out of the refrigerator and put it in the crock pot. 2 old people on a couch. I have been thinking about you guys. Haven't seen you guys in a long time. Been waiting on an email from you guys. You were going to give me your mailing address. Where have you guys been? And you don't cook? Now that surprises me. Dad's in here. Where'd he go? Finally, late. Let's see. Everybody saying hi. Yes, I did. The more is that I do other things besides yarn. Okay. See, Paul, you just got to learn to speak correctly. Gray Wolf Outdoors, hello. Been busy. Have you guys been posting videos? Because I'm trying to think. I think the last thing I saw was a live, and I didn't watch it live. I just went looking for you because I hadn't seen anything in a while, and I found that you had gone live, and I watched that. Is there anything else? Because if so, I'm not getting notifications. You do? Depends on what it is, Paul. Depends on if it's in the freezer. Depends on if I went to store that day and got it and put it in the refrigerator to cook the next day. Depends. Something you probably need. Depends. Little Ridge Farm. Hello. Where's Greg? Watching the kids? Greg is in there watching the TV. He's watching, I think, Bonanza. I'm telling you what, if there's a video game or TV, any kind of electronic, you won't see Greg in the live. He will leave you. Company comes over, and if I let him play, if he's able to play video games, he's gone. Like, he doesn't care. No videos lately. Okay. Shoot. America, Paul. Rifleman. He's watching the Rifleman. You sent me a picture. That's what that was. Okay. No, I don't have a picture. Donna, you talking to me? I didn't get a picture if you're talking to me. I just put the fence around my garden and the materials didn't cost me a dime. What'd you use? How'd you get it? God save the queen. Speaking of gardens, I probably need to put something around mine because those little goats got out. Donna, I don't have a picture here. The little bitty goats had gotten through the cattle panel fencing and gotten into the garden and ate a whole bunch of things. And so I'm going to go. Hey, Terry, MT Homestead. Did you ever watch that video I sent you? So I'm going to go ahead and go I don't know, Lowe's, Atwoods, pay $5 a plant to replace the ones the goats ate. Because I need to practice growing it, even if I didn't plant it. Okay. Is it chicken wire you use or? Chicken wire is hard to mess with, but it would have kept the goats out, I think. Let's see where we at on that poll. Okay. 78% say, so far anyway, 18 votes, 78% says it's not the government's job. 11% says, yes, they're prepping. It's not the government's job. 11% said, no, that's what the government's for. And 11% says, what is rolling blackouts? Hey, Pafford Homestead. Take him, put them in casserole dish, add water, then sprinkle in Montreal steak marinade, stir it up, put it in the microwave 20-25 minutes, cook mashed potatoes, open a can of veggies. Sounds easy. Would be easier with countertops. It's good to see you guys in here, Pafford Homestead. Terry can't stay long. Mike has to leave soon for his sleep study. I watched some, but we had the grandkids, so it was crazy. Okay. I'm going to study sleep too. It sounds easy, Charles. Sounds good. Dad's been prepping for 2 years. Yeah, so like the ones that were on the rolling blackout, they are telling us, they being the news channels, are telling us that they're expecting a hotter summer than normal, and that our grid, if it goes like they expect it to, our grid probably won't be able to handle the power usage, and they will do the rolling blackouts like they did during the snowpocalypse. And what year was that? Was that 2019? What year was that? All that snow. Rolling blackouts are when you get really hot summer. If they hit your water plant with rolling blackouts, you might not have hot water like we didn't have for a week and a half. I didn't even think about stuff like that. Might not have water. I didn't even think about that. Did you get any kind of warnings before they did that? I am 53 years old. I started prepping when I was 15. In Grey Wolf Outdoors, you probably ready, huh? if you're still prepping, I guess. Yeah, they are expecting to do rolling blackouts this summer. No warning. Oh my gosh. Were you guys prepping then? Because I know y'all. Here's a picture from Donna. You already have a well. Little Southern Brothers, I'm curious what everyone is doing to prep. What others have you bought? What others have you bought? These other birds that are with this picture, Donna, are they from the same group of? Yeah, they. If that Barred Rock, is that Barred Rock a rooster? You talking about the brown hens? Okay, what she wants to know, what items are you prepping? And I do too. That's actually, one of the reasons I brought it up. It's on my mind a lot. Before I go any further though, Donna, the hen, if you're talking about the red hen, there's one type of meat bird. It's a dual purpose bird, meat and egg. That's something ranger. It's called a ranger, and that's kind of what that looks like. And it wouldn't be like the Cornish. That's definitely not like the Cornish cross. These will be fine to grow out and let them lay if those are the ones you're talking about. Thanks, Mom. Be sure to hit that like button. I don't know whether to believe all that stuff or not. I could be wrong, but I only have enough money to last me barely through the month. I don't know whether to believe all of the stuff, but something's coming. Something's coming. And I think if you get 1 or 2 cans, anytime you get some money, just keep putting stuff back. Red Ranger, yes, Donna. Just keep putting stuff back. Don't forget the toilet paper. Remember 2020. Don't forget water, right? Tiny Tim Posey. So yeah, the reason I bring it up today is because it's on my mind a lot lately, and not only for me and my family, but for everybody else. Don't forget that toilet paper. Okay, so now we're at 81%. It's not the government's job. 10%, no, that's what the government is for. And 10%, what are rolling blackouts? Or what rolling blackouts, rather? Well, for the few of you who said that it is the government's job, to that I will say the government is now telling you to stock up. They are telling us to prepare for the worst. They're telling us to be prepared for unstable weather, for high extremes, and of course these rolling blackouts they're expected to do. And two old people on the couch said that they didn't have water when they went through a rolling blackout. That's something I never thought of. Although I do prep water, I never thought of electricity going out and then not having water. I don't know, 2 separate things. But make sure to do a slow build up of toilet paper. I already read that. A lot of people are talking about prepping, but what about to stock on medical supplies? We definitely do medical supplies. Yes, you made me laugh. Yeah, not just, if you can get if you're on medication and you can get a little, 2 or 3 months of your medication saved up if you're on like heart meds or something like that, something that you need. You can even probably ask your doctor to give you a bigger prescription. Let them know of your fears. We're not best friends with China right now, and that's where a lot of our meds are coming from. In Japan, the problem is the government uses our tax money to pay for all the stuff they give for free. Yes. Yes, among other things. Oil lamps, batteries, fresh lights, fuel, first aid, meds, hygiene items, flour, cornmeal, sugar, beans, rice, anything can. Yes. And if you have animals, you might want some food. You might want to get your vaccines. I mean, even can you imagine like things getting really bad for 6 months to a year, and your pets start getting rabies, you know? Screwed everyone's money that needs it. Yeah. Bleach. I don't know what you're trying to say, Diane. Try that again. Corn going up 33%. Yeah. And then there's the places catching on fire. Help me. I can't think. Lori Carp, I try to always get a few extra of anything we use daily. Water and toilet paper. Always try to keep an extra week or two. And animal food. Do it yourself, right? Propane for grill in case of power outages. Exactly. I know Dad's got a few. I need to get some. Oh, treat water. Bleach to treat water. Yeah, that's what she's trying to say. It really hits the fan. We will be the government. Food process. Thank you. Food processing plants. How many have we had catch on fire? And on top of everything going on top of formula shortages, right as Wade goes to the Supreme Court, then we have there is Cassie. Then we had the food processing plants, and then now we got the extreme heat, and they're telling us they're going to do more than likely rolling blackouts. Water filtration system is going to be a must. Like 20 this year, about 20 processing plants. Cassie, aren't you guys you guys are on vacation. What are you doing here? Look at the Walmart distribution center burning down. Yep. I'm sure they're busy. They're busy at home, and I'm sure they're busy on vacation. The reason the government is telling us all of this is because they're the ones causing it, and they know it. It is on purpose and planned, one way to control the people. We need to look back to the Depression era and get ideas, just like cloth diapers for children could be washed and reused. We can use washcloths in place of toilet paper and wash and reuse. Eating pizza in a hotel room. See, they're prepping right there on vacation. They are eating pizza in a hotel room. Tell everyone I said hi. Give Ranger a fist bump. And be sure to smack your pizza and sit by Gary. She ain't scared. She ain't scared, but I bet she's I bet she's not prepping. I bet they're ready for a little ways anyway. Yeah, you got to have a little bit for a couple of months, 2 or 3 months anyway. At least. Smacking away. Man, I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I have to tell Greg, go somewhere else and eat. It doesn't bother me when we're like in a restaurant and there's backgrounds, but when there's like, oh, in a car is impossible. More and more people are learning to garden and can like our grandparents did. I come from a long line of gardening and canning people. I do too. Unfortunately, they're gone. Walmart closest to us had all cooler and freezer go down 2 days ago. Oh my goodness, they had to throw away and all items away. You know, there was a store down the road that had a problem with their freezers, and then we went somewhere else. I'm trying to think of where it was. The same day we went somewhere else, and they were having problems with their freezer. Can your meat at least half in case your lights go out? Can I find gas for your generator? Yeah, gas is going to be a problem. All right, Cassie, see you guys later. Thank you for coming in. I do too. And that's one of the things I was going to try to do. I planted some things in the garden, small garden, and then my goats had kids, and the kids got bigger and, to where they started roaming away from their mothers a little bit during the day and got out and got into the garden. So they ate a lot of stuff. Donna's phone is dying. Tiny Tim Posey says, my dad is 93 years. They use corn cobs, leaves, and catalogs of available for yeah, well, yeah, you're going to use what you got. But I would prefer to have toilet paper, so I'm going to stock up. Yeah. I heard the Robertsons, and I don't remember which one. Somebody's asking about why they have the sleeves torn out on their shirts. Why are they always wearing, sleeves torn out on their shirts, and they were talking about how they'd used it when they went hunting. They'd start out with full sleeve, but then they'd go hunting and they'd cut a little piece off and they had to go use the restroom, and that's why you always see their sleeves torn out. Strangely enough, same thing happened to next closest Walmart to us 1 week ago. But the freezer, that's odd. Teach your kids how to live off the land, fish, hunt, and canning. Yeah, if I knew how to fish, hunt, and can. And you hunt. But if it gets bad, there's not going to be anything to hunt and fish for. People are going to think of that right after they think about breaking in the closest Walmarts and convenience stores. Got to go check some cattle. Okay, Donna, thank you for coming in. Huga Homestead. I don't know what made me think of this. The house kitchen is all electric, but my outdoor kitchen is propane, and we keep several full propane tanks just in case. Homestead, where you are, hello. That's a good idea. If it's not the microwave, I do have a grill outside. I need to get extra propane tanks for. I don't know how long you've been here, how long you've been following the channel, but I don't have a kitchen in yet. I have a stove that's not hooked up. I don't have cabinets or counters. So, and what I was going to say is so I ran a poll asking people about changing whether I should change my lives to, instead of weekly, like every other week or once monthly. The poll during the live stream was more people overwhelmingly wanted me to continue once a week. And then the poll that I put on my community tab started out about equal of every other week and once a week. And then now it's a lot more people are saying to keep it at every week, every once a week. And so I am going to continue to do this once a week for and for a while anyway. But I think what I'm going to do is once I get internet at the house, which right now I'm doing live streams from mom and dad's house. This isn't my house because I don't have internet. I don't have a kitchen. I don't have internet. I don't have a TV hooked up or anything. But when I get internet at the house, and I think I'm going to start looking around, see what. Well, another thing I do here is wash clothes. I don't have laundry, washer and dryer hooked up. So when I get back to the house, when I start doing lives at the house, I think I'm going to change the time from 6 to 7 to 6:30 to 7:30. I don't think it'll change very much for people because a lot of you are coming in. There are those of you that come in right at 6 and from 6 to 6:30, and then some of you like just now we're at 36 minutes in. Some of you are bailing out to go do whatever, or go to another live stream. So, and then now we've got new people coming in like Huga and Homestead Where You Are. And so I think it'll be about the same, but a little bit easier for me. So I'm not rushing around as much. So I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know multiple times before I make the changes, and I'll put it on the community tab and in Instagram and all that. If you're not following us on Instagram, please do so. If you have an Instagram account, because I can update you on changes and when we're going to be live and all of that. Let's see, what did I miss? Anything? Whoa. I'll just pass it out meat to all my neighbors. Learn how to forage for edible plants. Off the wall preppers in here. Good evening. He must have heard somebody saying prepping. Joni's in here. Joni says definitely needs to be prepared. I know they're about that. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Paul Honeyman sent an email to Joni and Tony. The thing everyone needs to know: during the Depression, game animals were hunted to almost extinction in parts of the country. A man told me here in Arkansas that he remembers when deer came back. Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, definitely. There'd be no regulation, and I mean, if you want your dogs, you better protect them. I think they will. Why? About the deer, rabbit, squirrel, people will be very hungry and do whatever they can. Yeah, if it gets to that, yeah. And you really, it doesn't have to get it doesn't have to be that long. We don't have to have problems for that long for people to get that desperate. When you talk about how many people live in the suburbs and in the cities, especially in the cities where there's a whole lot of people, and all of a sudden the food is gone and none of them have prepped, that's going to get crazy, even if it's 2 or 3 months. It doesn't have to go on for 6 months, a year, or more. It's going to get really crazy within, a couple of months, because most people don't have more than a couple of days worth of food in their house or refrigerator. Is that how they say chat in Canada? Good evening, Brampton Gardner. Yeah, and that's after they've eaten other people's dogs and cats and stuff, I guess. See, Brampton's a reason to change the chat time. She always gets in about this time. I am too. Where are you guys? Where are you guys keeping? How are you guys keeping it? Because of moving, looking to move and all. I was telling them that I'm changing later, not right now, but I'm going to end up changing the live streams from 6 to 7 to 6:30 to 7:30. It's hard for a lot of people. It's hard for me to be here when there's still light outside and it's warm enough to be doing something. Yeah, Joni, earlier in the chat, we were talking about not only feed for the animals, but like medications. We not just for the people of your household, but the animals. Like right now, we can buy, and they're talking about making it where we can't. But right now, we can buy, penicillin. We can buy some antibiotics for our animals over the counter. So that's probably stuff we need. What just happened here to the chat? Good talk tonight. People need to prep water and food. Just take it all with you. Okay. That's a lot. I've been thinking about that epidemic of wild hogs. Yeah. It wouldn't last long, though. There'd be a lot of people go hunting and not know how to keep it, not know how to dress it, not how to keep it. Heather Hopper, what'd you walk into tonight? Joni says, also buy extra batteries and oil, lamp oil. Yes. I'm looking at, so I got a solar powered flashlight, and just to try it out. And I really liked it. Like, it works really well. It works better than, it's not going to work as good as some of your expensive flashlights, but those little flashlights you see everywhere, you can just pick up the little ones. It's better than that. And it stays charged. It's just a flashlight. I'm not using it to light my house or anything, but it's stayed charged for a long time. So I'm going to look into more of those and getting some more solar powered stuff. But oil lamps are real important, I think. Yeah, I'm afraid, Charles, there's a lot of people in that situation. Is there any way that you can slowly build up a supply of the meds that you need for just a little while? If something happens besides food, meds are another thing that they're going to have to give out. And it only makes sense. Like, no matter what you believe, it only makes sense to have a little bit set back. So, Little Frenchy in Big Texas, good evening. Glad you're in here. Preparing dinner while listening. Our new land finally made it in here. I've been seeing you guys all over the place. Little Ridge Farm, my lives are every other Saturday unless the person I'm interviewing can't do Saturday nights. Every other Saturday. Nope, Medicaid won't do it. My meds are very expensive. I take one med that is $550 for a 30-day supply. Well, anybody have any suggestions for that? Because he's on Medicaid. Maybe, okay, so like what I was talking, Medicaid won't do it. Even if your doctor would prescribe, like try to get you like a 60-day supply or something. Yeah. And not just power tools and battery operated. Greg is in there watching TV. Greg has a problem with electronics. Video games, TV, and it's on in there, so he's in there. I asked him what he wanted to do because they had the TV on. I said, "You come into the live?" And he said, "No." Should I make him? I won't this time, but I can go in there and grab him by his hair and bring him in here. What's he going to do when they do those rolling blackouts? He's really got a problem with it. Says I can get a 90-day supply on some meds, but my schedule one I think is only 30-day. And Donna's in the same situation. And it seems to be that way with meds that you need. Greg will figure something out. I don't doubt it. Hey, by the time the lights come back on, he'll have a new invention. So, yeah. He can sometimes be a pretty good worker. Sometimes not. Yeah, it seems like we've gotten a lot. Well, we have gotten a lot this year. And now I'm trying to decide whether to get sheep or not. I can't get it until I get some fencing. I need to get some of that Premier One fencing before I do something like that, though. But I was wanting to get like sheep for meat, not the goats, but to sell. I don't eat sheep, or I haven't. I don't know. Maybe I like it, but sell for meat. Also, bartering is making a comeback. Eggs, meat, dry goods, all currency is financial crisis. Yeah, they're talking about in some places, in some counties, I think they've already started implementing it to where if you own any chickens that it has to be inspected by, I don't know, some government official, even though it's just like maybe, 5 eggs for five chickens for maybe your family, or chickens that you're processing for your family. In some places they're I don't know if they're still working on that policy or if it's gone through, but it's to where you have to allow them to come inspect what you have to make sure it meets their standards, even though it's not leaving your property and going to anyone else. Salt. Yeah. Any kind of spices that hold up for a long time. I mean, food's going to get kind of bland, so I don't understand. Explain this to me. Sounds like Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged to me. What's that mean? I'm distracted by this right here. These comments about not being able to stock up on meds. That's disturbing, really, that they have that much control. I really wish I got the fence finished around my garden. I just scared the crap out of a hen turkey that got in my garden. Yeah, actually I heard that too. Where did I hear that? Was that on the news? It had to have been on the news. Maybe it was like Yahoo News or something. Yeah, they're expecting them to get on up there, $1 an egg, $1 a mile on your gas. Can you imagine? Okay. County mandate. So it doesn't matter if you're in the city or not, right, Joni? Is that correct? You can be out in the country and still have to do they come and inspect? I am unfamiliar with Atlas Shrugged Animal Farm. I'm gonna have to check into that so that I'll know what you're talking about. I hope it's on audiobook. I quit reading when I got out of college. That's crazy. I just read so much. My eyes are tired now. Now I got to read this book so that I can know what you guys are talking about here. I heard on Glenn Beck about now I didn't. It wasn't Glenn Beck, but I did hear it today. They're expecting eggs to be $1 an egg. Mom says don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. That must mean it's almost time. They can come to your house and count your chickens. Vita smashed it on the way in. It is on audiobook. I'm going to get it. I am going to get it. I wonder if you can Google. I bet you can YouTube it. I bet it's on YouTube. So it's Atlas Shrugged. Put it in my notes. She is Mrs. Creekside Maples. They made a out of Atlas Shrugged movie out of that. See, I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't read and don't watch movies. That's why I have my own chickens, and so do my son and daughter-in-law. Well, apparently in Canada, they can come to your house and count how many chickens you have, or at least some parts of it. It's a long, but like when I went to school, I went to college late. Like I think I graduated in 2012. I was done reading. I think they made part 1 of 3 movies out of the book. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, Dad, I don't know where that was. And I don't know if it's policy yet, but I know it was definitely talk in some states. Tony is passed out in the recliner. He cut logs all day. So now he's in a recliner cutting logs. Canada caps numbers for all livestock. I did not know that. Huh. So what's the number on chickens? It's like a family reunion in here. If you get the audiobook, get the one narrated by Edward Herman. They have several different audiobooks. Okay. I'm going to look for it on Edward. I'm going to look for it on YouTube first. Obviously, the freeway. Depends on the size of the farm. So how much land you have determines how many chickens you can have? Is that what you're saying? Let's see what the poll says. The poll says 81% says yes, it's not the government's job. They are prepping. 7% says no, that's what the government is for. And 11% still says, what rolling blackouts? 27 votes. More land, more animals. Mom's out of here. 2 minutes till Mom is gone. Well, it's 7 o'clock on the clock because I started late. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't paying attention. So I'm gonna end the live. It is 7 o'clock. I gotta go home and take care of animals. I'll have to look for that book, Atlas Shrugged. Guess everybody else needs to write a book report. But thank you guys for coming in. And if you haven't seen the latest video, please go watch that so that you'll be caught up on what's going on because things have happened. Get Lights Out. Oh, whoops. Get Lights Out by David Crocker. It'll get me. Okay. Lights Out. You might have to remind me. Adios. Bye, y'all.